Why, hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. This is Otaku Showboat, and today is, of course, Thursday, March 25th, 2021. And I am, of course, joined by the sleepiest of sleepy dollies. Yes, hi. Hello, my dolly. Yes, you chirp at me. Hello and welcome. Welcome to our stream for the day today. So yeah, yesterday was not particularly nice. Here, let's actually show the top of my head ish briefly. Oh, she's completely outstretched. Hi, my dolly. How's the baby? She okay? She's sleepy? Okay. Yesterday was definitely a day. I cleaned out the drain to the bathtub in the main bathroom. That's always a fun thing to have to do so that it actually, drains. So that the bathtub actually, drains. But there's another issue with our main bathtub in that the hot water pressure is much, much lower than it should be. Barely usable on the water pressure for the hot water side, not the cold. And we've been trying to figure out what the problem is. So yesterday was a day of trying to troubleshoot what the actual problem is there, and still we don't know. We shut the water off and took apart the valve because it's one of those single swing setups, and when it's set to be full cold, we get full pressure from cold, but when it's set to be full hot, we don't get anywhere near the same level of pressure. And unfortunately, yet another trashy thing about this house, there's no, valves on the back to cut off the water supply to hot and cold. We have a little hatch behind the head of the bathtub where all the pipework is. There's a little hatch in the opposite side of the wall. We have a toilet that's in a little bit of an alcove in that main bathroom, and on the side wall, which is the wall between the toilet and the bathtub, there's this hatch. Behind the hatch, basically nothing. Just two blue soft plastic tubes. Two blue tubes. One for cold water, one for hot water that go down into wood. No like thingies to shut them off or any of that. Just straight up thingies. Just the pipes that go to the thing. So you have to turn off the water to the entire house to do any work on the thing, which always sucks and makes it a little hard to troubleshoot what the problem actually is. So we took apart the thing, cleaned out like the gaskets and the stuff. We cleaned stuff to see if it was the actual little doohickey controlling the hot and cold water, if that was the issue, because no other thing has a problem with hot water pressure in this house. No other faucet has any issue with hot water pressure. So, yeah. Still didn't figure it out. We still don't have that much water pressure for the hot side. Still don't know what the problem actually is. Now, my thought is that maybe there's something going on at whatever junction the water is traveling down to get into the that blue tube. Wherever that blue tube is coming from might be the issue. The problem is it's in the walls with no access point anywhere. So that's going to be fun to try to troubleshoot, because we will literally have to cut holes in the wall to figure out just where these tubes are going and what parts might need to be cleaned out or flushed or replaced. Oh, and then there's another bathtub that is actually leaking through the floorboards and is making a little bit of a hole in a ceiling in the other office behind me. That's been happening as well, and we don't know anything about what that problem is caused by. But with the other bathtub in the main bedroom's bathroom, yeah, that one doesn't have a hatch in the back behind it. In fact, behind the wall is a closet. There's no hatch to see anything with the pipework for that bathtub. So, yeah, even more destruction will be required to pinpoint what's wrong with that bathtub and why that bathtub is apparently leaking. It's either the bathtub or the toilet, and we haven't really determined which one. It might be all of the above if it's all coming from the same water source. But yeah, we've got some plumbing problems in this house. We've got plumbing problems, we've got electrical problems, we've got a skylight that was apparently improperly installed and is also causing a few slow problems in the kitchen. This is such a great house. This is such a great house that my mother picked out without me even remotely seeing beforehand, as I was helping her to search for a house for buying, for purchase. It's great. So, Factorio. I had suggested to her several houses that I had seen online at the time, and I did not see this one. And yet, when I saw this one and pictures of this one, I was hesitant about this one. But my mother liked the kitchen. So she chose this one. Yeah, let's ignore the fact that we've got a couple kitchen cabinets where the doors are starting to fall off because they were, of course, improperly installed. But hey, it looks nice. You know, it looks okay. Never enough cabinet space, but you know what? Sure. Wait, that was required? Okay. So, I've done a few things off screen here in Factorio. Just a few things. You've caught me while I am attempting to scale up my copper production and trying to keep these networks separate from each other. And failing miserably at doing so, I might add. I think I'll have to, remove this. It's not actually necessary. It's not actually necessary to have any of that. But, yeah. Needed more mining for my copper. I need a lot more Logibots in this system. I apparently have lost Logibots to the other system, which, of course, also needs more. I need more everything. This is bigger now by a bit compared to the last time we met, and is growing a lot more quickly. What I have done is I have put 2 really long belt lines all the way out to buffer chests down here, providing a shorter travel distance for the construction robots to access my supplies of the items. All of the items, the solar panels, accumulators, roboports, and substations. They still have to travel pretty far for the radars, but, you know, I don't think I care too much about how far they have to travel for the radars. That's not actually the most important thing of all of this. It is more power. That is the most important thing in all of this. So, I have also finished my scaling up of the green circuits. The green circuits needed a lot more modules, and a bit of work on the inputs of the ores into the systems, and needed more mining of copper, so that's done now. I am producing so many green circuits at this point in time, and I also have several trains. I have 4 trains for the green circuits. It's great. They're apparently all trying to deliver to green temp, which I don't think I really understand why, but here we are. For whatever reason, there's some disparity in the amount that's being pulled out of all of these together. Just uneven distribution, and I'm somehow requesting a lot more than what is being held, so a lot of the trains are going there. I've also fixed a number of errors with red wires on train station requests, in particular at the science stations. As it turns out, the red wires weren't actually connected to the proper spot in my science builds. Instead of this red wire attaching to the butt end of this arithmetic combinator, it was actually attaching to the light, which does nothing. Dolly's leaving me? Okay, Dolly's leaving me. Which does absolutely nothing. So, I had a pretty big traffic problem with a whole bunch of trains coming in all the time. Yeah, there's no traffic problem anymore because yeah, it was constantly requesting stuff at all of those locations regardless of how much stuff was actually at the stations already. Whoopsies. Whoopsies. And of course, I got the low density structures brought online that we set up last time. It's not maxed. Still needs a lot of modules and a lot of beacons. That's generally going to be the case across everything over the course of this. And of course, it will need lots more Logibots as well. But it's greater than 0 amounts of the low-density structures being produced. Greater than 0. So that means that I can officially have utility science, which I finished and set up and have the train going. And I can make space science now. And that is what we are going to do over the course of the day today. We're gonna get space science, and then we go into the big scaling part of this, because all this stuff that I've been doing off screen is the only thing that's going to be left in terms of progression. So that's going to be our streams going forward until we hit our production goal, pretty much. Wow, that's almost done already? I'm going to let that finish before adding anything else and let some of the infrastructure accrue for a little bit. Because, yeah, I don't really need it. I don't really need more power at the moment. I have 317,000 solar panels. I think I'm good for now. Yeah. So we're going to go to the mall and do a restock and pray that I've made rocket silos. Because I sort of need rocket silos now. And a whole bunch of other stuff. Let's see, we are working on this guy. Click that, pin that. Also, hopefully I sound a little bit better. I've noticed that I am just a little bit loud on my audio settings, and that I do know that this needs to be increased just a little bit. That should be a little bit better. I would like for people to be able to actually hear the sound of the car as it's going. So if you can sort of hear the sound of the car, that would be ideal. And that you can sort of hear all the doohickeys. That would be great. Audio is okay. Okay, good. Because I know that my settings have me sort of overpowering everything else through the sound of my voice, just completely overwhelming everything. Also, I noticed that Kitten apparently walked on top of my audio interface at one point and reduced the volume of the low end, making me sound extremely nasally. It made me sound a little bit like this. Just a bit like this, which is not quite right. No, we need the low at neutral. We need all of that at neutral. But we could also make me sound with an incredibly deep voice. We can go incredibly deep and very, very distorted. We can get rid of the high end entirely and sound incredibly deep. But no, we're gonna keep it neutral, as close to reality as possible. You didn't hear the car? Oh well. That would mean probably just do a little bit of that. You can hear the walking, I'm sure, now. The walking should be very audible. Alright, I need rocket silos. Where am I, or am I, making rocket silos? I don't appear to be making rocket silos. Huh. Well. Let's make rocket silos. They moved it to here. Oh boy, that's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff that you are requesting there. You're going to fill the inventory with stuff. You're gonna fill it with too much not good stuffs. Alright, you're fine now. You've got everything, it can make the stuff, it'll load in. Here, go. Just go, do things. I need a few. I need 3, at least. Might not actually need 3 completely, but, because it says 3 just because I have set it to be 8 beacons affecting the singular building. It's gonna have a bit more than 8 affecting the singular building in the grand scheme. Oh, we're making 1. Ah, if only. If only productivity. Alright, we have our 1 rocket silo. As the rest get made, we're going to leave and head on over to the location where we will make our space science. Just shove that over there and come on in over here. Because this area that's doing the infrastructure for my power is where I'm doing my space science. This is this spot right here. I have already scaled up the solar panels and accumulators to the amount that I need. So those are done. Now, what I don't know is if this guy... This guy does have that, so without them, it's still just 1. It's still just 1. So that guy is done, as well as its gear wheels. That's nice. Meaning, all I really need now are... Oh god, that's a lot of... That's a lot of things. At 8. Huh. That's also a lot of things. Well, I guess we better get to it, huh? That is not going to need those at all. So all we really have to do is just set it to make satellites. put a request in. Oh god, that's way, way, way too much. Yeah, that's a bit too much. Good, it's consuming them just fine. In fact, what I want is multiple. And then just for my own laughs, we will assign speed to this. Glorious. We have satellites. We have done the thing and made the satellites. Now we need to make the rocket parts. Oh boy, the rocket control units, I should say. So that's actually done already. Or no, not that one. That one is done already. Well then. What am I going to copy? Well, that's convenient. In actuality, that right there is extremely convenient. And will be what I start with. We'll do this here. Why is this extremely convenient? Because it allows me to just change the recipe, and that's it. That's all I need to do is just change the recipe, because it's the exact same ingredients for these level 1 modules. It is precisely the same. And let's see, that is 20. I need a few more. Okay, and then we need the RoboPort line. I could have done this with the more compact setup, but I don't really care so much anymore, to be completely honest. Hurry up and place those. The great part about building with the Go set here with the RoboPorts and such is that I'm making them here. So construction bots will actually build this for me. Good enough. Okay, that should be all 44. Yes. All 44, all affected by 8 beacons. I do, of course, need more modules for all of this. But, yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. It'll be great. Now, for the 140... that I will do the more compact setup, the straight line type setup. Which, fortunately, as long as I start where the corner is there, everything should be alright. And then this is so slow that I won't really need any more than the one input. Yeah, and they're going to need a lot of productivity modules. Actually, copy a line with like, you can do one more tile. There you go. Alright. That will be that. And then what we're going to have is that type of a layout. Where our wonderful doohickeys are at max distance from each other. These are going to request stuff. Is this just like... Nah, it's not necessarily a quote-unquote standard unit, so... No, I don't want the substation. How many is that? 24. Glorious. Beautiful stuffs. I need 140. You know. Just casually, we need 140 of these things. So, yeah. We could do 7 lines of 20. Or we could do 2 lines of 70. 70 is going to be a bit much. So we'll do the other lines. We are going to have a line of roboports in between. Now this is... Bear in mind that this is 24 long. So I will trim. Thanks. Let's put that away. Goodbye, stuffs. There we go. Now that is what I want. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 140. Ta-da! Yes, go my minions with all the productivity modules. Do I have any productivity in here? Yes, I do. Go my minions! Deliver productivity! Go, go, go! Gib all the productivity! Be very productive. I desperately need you to be very productive. Remember that the roboports will place themselves. I do not need to worry about the roboports being placed. Well, I think that just leaves the rocket silo placement, as well as the logistics of the rocket silo. Okay. These are going to have individual items each. This needs productivity. But of course, let's go and restock. Wait, why do I have a whole bunch? Oh. Go away. Hey, bots. Take those away, please. Use those. Thanks. Use those level 1 speed modules. I don't want them. I don't need them. For any reason whatsoever. Also, use all those boxes. Ta-da! Anything else in the car I can place? Some roboports, sure. Also, Logibots are always appreciated. I apparently need more of these guys. Go, 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 my minions. Do the glorious things. There we go. That should be all of the inserters there placed, and over here placed. Oh, good, 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 good. We have all the things. You are going to request these. Every single one of them. Times 2. You are going to request all of these. Times 2. And you are going to request all of these. Times 2. And then, of course, there's going to be speed modules all the way around. So how many beacons is that? 20. There's 20 beacons around each. See, that's not quite accurate. That would be wow, 1.1. 1.1 when fully beaconed. Uh-huh. Let's not power you for the moment. Oh, and then of course we need to request the satellites, right? So let's go ahead and do that. Get ourselves a restock going. Close that. We are basically done now with that. To the mall. All rocks must die. Every single rock must die. Bang. Thank you, YouTube, for telling me that yes, I am in fact live this day. Okay, we are restocked. Give me all of my speed modules, if you would please. And more beacons. That would be great. And more of the... actually, I need the requester chest more than I need the other type. And eventually we will have those roboports placed. As they are made. Huh. I need gears. Interesting. I seem to need gears. Let's take care of that. Off we go. Let's hope I don't get hit by a train. It's been a little bit nerve-wracking taking the car around the base lately. Because we've had lots of trains. Oh yeah, it would help if the all of the everything was actually requested. Give me satellites. Beautiful, glorious, wonderful satellites. Here, take that. Ta-da! Da-da-da-da-da! We now have a lot of science. There we go. It's our first rocket launch. Our very first. One of many. And this completes the normal phase of the game. We'll have, quote-unquote, beaten the game. But we still have our actual goal to meet of 50 science per second of all sciences. And there it goes. The majestic rocket. The first rocket launch. It only took 85 hours to launch our rocket. Our first rocket. You know, it only took 85 hours to beat the game. That's a little bit longer than the less than 8 hours that it took to do the There Is No Spoon achievement run. This is how long it takes if I am not trying to be fast. I died, apparently, and killed my car in the process. So, and I've apparently killed a lot of trees over the course of this. We are, of course, going to continue. As I finish my coffee. Oh, I don't have a dolly anymore. I don't have a dolly to rest my head on. Okay, the space science is now flowing, so let's get the vehicle for a bit of rocket fuel. Yeah, please set up all this stuff. Thanks. Get as many of the beacons placed as you possibly can. And get all these requester chests down. That would be great. Ah yes, and get all of the productivity. Productivity is king please add in, hello? Just enough for the productivity. So how are you looking out here? You are done. We're done. It's completed. We have the everything for our solar array. We can continue to expand it infinitely outwards, but considering that our solar plant is literally larger than the entirety of our base at this point, it's almost as long as this length. Not quite. Not quite yet, though. It's a little bit shorter. But my gosh, it's big. Alright, let's get this locomotive set up. So we can actually start delivering science. Oh, boy. Do I really want even 2? I guess so. Space! Supply. I need a depot. Do I still have a... The answer is nope. Ta-da! D, space science. Full cargo, circuit, condition, go. And that, as they say, shall be that. Next! The next key thing. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's why it says 1.1 is required. Because it just barely can't do the 50. Oh boy. Glorious rocket. Glorious loud rocket. Question is, how quickly does it process? And is it inserter limited? Is it inserter limited? Because it might actually be inserter limited. Not really. Not by much. I mean, the rocket control units are the limiting factor here, but it's just barely enough to maintain the stuff here. It keeps up with it. That's probably the best way to word it. I'm gonna add another thing there. And then, if for whatever reason the amount of space science that accrues in here is you will be enabled if the amount of space science is less than or equal to 20,000. Same logic there. And that, as they say, is that. Now, just as long as the stack inserters can actually remove all the science between cycles, we shall be glorious. Next, I need to actually get the science online. What does the science processing need? Robots. So I'm going to not go back to my mall, and instead go up to my main bus area, the original bus area, which still exists, because as it turns out, it's a nice little area of production of these very, very, very useful things, like the level 3 speed and productivity modules, the beacons, the roboports, and the logistic robots. It's all being produced there as well, and comes with the benefit of not having my logistics stuff being brought to me, limiting my number of inventory spaces available at any one time. It's just an easy place I can just go to, grab things, and be on my way. This time around, I need these. We're going to fill the car with them, and we're going to have a look at what else I need over here. I need roboports, and I need modules. Don't have that many modules here, but I will grab all of them. Do you have all of your productivity modules? Yes. Yes, you do. Okay. Roboports. Roboports are in here. Just get a few more of those. And we shall be on our way. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Just go quickly so that we don't accidentally use stuff in here. I will need to finish the steel stuff at some point, but not necessary at the moment. Did I get a... Yeah, repair bot. Alright, let's go. I'm not bringing any beacons with me for whatever reason. Alright, let's go. We have space science. So the only thing left to do is scale everything. And a lot of this is actually going to be tech-based scaling because I really just need the workers to work better so that I can actually get the throughputs that I need. The biggest bottleneck is the ability of the robots to recharge, and that becomes a lot less of an issue if they can both move fast and move a lot. So that's what I'm going to focus on here. Alright, let's get all of this going. Oh boy, this needs a lot of requester chests now, doesn't it? Oh joy. I think I may need to get a lot of requester chests. And more inserters, okay. Great. Thanks. Oh, and I need, power for some of those down there. Good, 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 good. Good, good. Give me those. Enjoy. Go, my minions, go! Be free! Ta-da! So, what are you waiting on? You're almost full. One more launch. we'll do it. Just one more launch, and we're good to go. Just one more launch. And we'll bring 8,000 units of science over, which will, it'll get through 1, 2, 3 levels of worker robot speed. I don't know about this one at 64K. It'll get through those speed levels. And the next one will get through cargo size. And then we'll do capacity bonus, because why not? Hey, you launch yet? Go, go, go. Be free! Be free, my rocket! Hey, where's the thingy that shows how many rockets I've launched? What happened to the UI? That shows me how many rockets I've launched. Am I crazy? Or did they remove that? What? Where's the window that shows how many rockets I've launched? Like how many satellites I've launched, or is that just like a? That might just be a SpaceX thing, to be completely honest. But I would like that feature to see how many rockets I've launched. That is important info. I would like to see it. So to note, there have been a few things that have been changed in the game. The game has been updated a few times since the last time we met. In particular, I think the one of the most impactful things outside of the ability to do circular dependencies now for mods is they finally fixed a issue regarding loader speed. Max loader speed. So there was an issue if you very specifically, as an example, had the ultimate belts mod with deadlocks loaders, deadlocks stacking and compact loaders. If you had those mods together, the ultimate belt mods would add in faster loaders. But even though the speed of the loaders should have been a lot, like, extremely fast, up to like the 400s per second range, the loaders would never be able to do more than 120 items per second. They would never be able to unload or load more than one item per lane per tick. This has been fixed now in the game. The game can now process more than one item per tick for loaders. So we should be able to see the proper loader speed on fast loaders. Also, my bots are faster now. My bots are a bit faster now. The science is sciencing. It's glorious. My science is sciencing. I need to be able to process my science faster. Even faster. Must go faster. So the rest of the stream, is going to be scaling. And the rest of every stream hereafter is going to be scaling. And once we've scaled to the point that we've met our 50 per science of all sciences, I don't know what we're going to do after this. But we shall see. I have gone way in the wrong direction. So that's what, 2 speed upgrades now? We're working on, oh, an 8K? A 4K. Yeah, so we're working on the 3rd speed upgrade. Hoo boy. It's gonna get so much better. So why are the speed upgrades very important, and why are the cargo capacity upgrades important? Because it means that the robots are able to complete their trips faster, which means they consume less energy per trip the faster they are. Whoops. They consume less energy per trip is basically what I'm going for here. Now, they will still need to recharge. Let's keep that in mind. They will still need to recharge, but they won't need to recharge quite as much. Well, they'll be able to move more items before they need to recharge, which means that we'll need fewer robots active at any one time. You can probably see in here, fewer robots are operating now. We have a lot of free robots at the moment. Partially because this is all, you know, full. And I may need more steel trains, clearly. But something like in here, let's have a look at this. So we've got all of our robots currently active. And we have a big bundles of robots, but they're moving a lot faster. That they are doing. They are moving significantly faster than previously. So we're actually getting more item throughput here, despite the inherent issues with charging and the ability to charge. And then once they can carry more as well, that will also mean fewer trips per bot will be required. Less bots overall will be operating, and less energy is going to get consumed as a result from all of that shenaniganery. It's great. We're using 11 gigawatts right now. Oh boy. Oh boy. What a wonderful base, using a lot of power. Now, what is my production? I did not want train overview, I wanted production overview, and I wanted to search for science. And I want to search over the last 10 minutes. We're going to, why do copper cables come up when I search for science? Why do modules come up when I search for science? I don't know. I don't understand. Why do not all of the sciences show up here? Because I haven't made all of the sciences over that period of time. That would explain a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is what I'm looking for. 7 different sciences. Automation, logistic, chemical, production, utility, military, and space. Now, the idea here, once I get my science processing online, is that these values are going to rise and be consistent because we are consuming science now. To this point, we haven't really been consuming science, so now we've immediately begun demanding all of the everything all at once, and all of our buffers are gone, essentially. Our buffers are non-existent. We now have free Logibots here. That being said, we're also in need of all of the copper ever here, but yeah, oh boy, hello, charging. Hi. That's a few robots that need to be charged. All of a sudden. Huh. Weird. Hopefully the cargo size bonus will help a bit. Hopefully. I really don't want to have to go in and tweak this more to allow the bots to charge better with more roboports. Like that's the one thing I've never particularly understood. It's like why can we not charge the bots faster? Why is there no way to improve bot charging speed? Why if we're using robots to maintain the throughput that we want out of the robots, do we need infinite numbers of roboports to do that? Because they can only charge at 1 megawatt per bot charging. 4 bots charging at a time. Like, huh? That's completely insufficient. Even with all these upgrades in here on the red circuits, that's just not ideal. Not ideal in the slightest. That is so many fewer bots active on the steel, though. They are keeping this topped up. Although it appears I need more trains moving steel. That is a thing. I need more trains moving steel. And how about you? I have enough robots here at the moment. Now, what's going on with you, and why are you sending so many locomotives at a time? Why are you sending all of my trains here? Our output is -7. We shouldn't be requesting any trains at all. So why are you bringing me all of these trains of circuits? It's like when it needs it, it's like, oh hey, I need it. Send me everything! Which I very specifically am not supposed to be telling it to send everything. It's supposed to cap at 2. Not 4? Why does it send 4? I don't understand why it's sending 4. I thought I designed that better. Or I thought that was designed better. Need more bots in this for the copper. Or the LDS, as it turns out. The copper for the LDS. Speaking of copper, how is copper in need of more bots? Of course, of course. And more everything, but hey, we'll keep it at that. Yeah, so this only operates when it gets copper from here. So the first thing I want to work on now that I am accruing science and all of that, outside of going back and getting more science, that is. More science operational through the power of infinite amounts of requester chests and stack inserters. Once we take care of that, we will go over and work on the copper setup, because I want more everything with the copper. Alright, I hope that this is going to be enough stuff. Top me off. Top me off, thanks. Let's go to the science processing down here. Because really right now the only major issue is just the ability to process the science. That needs to be addressed first and foremost, so that we know that that's not like the bottleneck, the main bottleneck. Go, my minions! Be free! They've used all of the requester chests. Huh. Car? Reach! Oh yeah, that also... The speed upgrades also make my construction bots faster. So we can build things even faster now. It's great. Anything missing here? No. Nothing missing here, although speed modules are required for all of these beacons. Now, is that it? Is that everything? Is that all the beacons beaconing? Ooh. Why? Why did I do that? Yikes. And, of course, I was off a tile. Huh. Why did I cut instead of copy? I don't know. Go, place modules. Be free. Place the modules. Game. This has been a pretty noticeable issue. Like, the game isn't... Just the way it handles all these requests and alerts, it's scanning through very slowly. I need to build everything, get rid of all of my alerts. Not enough storage space. Why are you trying to store things? I don't know. I don't know. I have gone through the technology. Do I want to start working on 8K techs? I don't know. What I do know is that I have to consume military science, so we're gonna go this route. Because in actuality, I have to do mil science techs to start consuming that to bring my production up to the level it needs to be. Any speed modules in the car? Yes, 3 of them. 3 entire speed modules. Congrats. I'm still missing, like, 1. So you gonna place those? There you go. Huzzah. Good. Very, 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 very good. I need more robots here. Oh boy. Let's get our robots. Put that away. I don't really need this belt in the vehicle, so I'm thinking of pulling it out and putting it away. Let's turn off this, and I'll pull stuff from the mall because it's closer. Alright, give me all of that. And then over here, somewhere, I should be making these guys. Vehicle. I need you to store those. I also need to get rid of some of these. And a bit of that. Because honestly, the amount of rail that I actually need is very, very low. I don't necessarily need much more rail. Whoa, big spike there of lag. Oh boy. This is a few robots, huh? Baba? I think I'll just be off with these. Let us go. Back to science processing so that I can max that out with all the bots that it needs. And hopefully it'll be enough. Hopefully it shall be enough. And we will process all of our technology quickly. Very, very, very quickly. Because we have 0 of 1,000. Ta-da! 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 Ahem. More? Look, that's 4,350. Now it's 4,500 robots. That had better be enough as time goes on. It should be enough to fill up the buffers quickly, and yeah. Oh, all of the science ruining the bitrate. Oh, I'm sure that looks extremely terrible right now. Oh, I'm sure this is a blocky mess. Is this a blocky mess? I think this is a blocky mess for my current bitrate of 4000 kbps at 30 frames per second. This should be an absolute nightmare of blockies with all of the motion of the robots. Extremely blocky. Yes, yummy bitrate. Bitrate is awesome. I wish I had better internet. Ahem. I really wish I had better internet. Upload rate. I really do wish I had a better upload rate. Better upload rate would be very nice. It's barely pushing 5 megabits. Yeah, zoomed out pure noise. Figured as much. Yeah, so my internet is at 5 megabits. It's supposed to be 30. For the upload rate. It's supposed to be 30. We've gotten 5 for over a week. At this point. For a lot of stuff. Turn that on again. That would be great. And as it turns out, I should have a few more inventory spaces available. Overall, do I even need the belt? Nah. Let's cut that down. And I'm requesting only 100 big power poles go away. So that means I can have more of other things. Other things like Logibots, but we're going to be going up here to expand upon this. Yeah. So give me... No, don't request anything. I'm actually going to grab my bots myself. But I don't know. Go, do the thing. Do the wonderful thing. Cannot reach, cannot reach, cannot reach, reach. Gib stuff, please. Alright, we're gonna head off with this. As we are. And we're going to see what else I need over at that build for the copper. I'm pretty sure it's just coming down to speed modules at this point. I just need all of the speed modules ever. Meaning it's probably going to be a good idea to just set up a place that's just making all the modules ever. Thing is, my modules are being limited by my ability to produce red circuits. And my red circuits are being limited by my ability to produce copper. And my copper is limited by my number of modules. You know, just casually. Gonna point out the little catch-22 there. Is it enough? Yes. With 4,000 active robots, it appears we have a few spares. For the moment. For the moment, I would like them to be even faster. But, you know, the inserter capacity is actually very, very nice, as is mining productivity. Because, you know, with enough mining productivity, the ore patch lasts effectively forever, right? Alright, we've used all of our speed modules. Glorious. Magnificent and beautiful. Oh, these bots are so fast now. My wonderful Constructo bots are very, very fast. And do wonderful work for me. Let's go to the main bus to see how many speed modules have been made at the main bus. Because I need a few more as I continue to mine more. Note that this only really needs to be able to process a few hundred per second. Like 300 and some odd amount per second. Oh gosh. So it's a little, odd that I'm having issues here. Do you fill up completely? Yes, you do. That means I now need another train. Aha. Okay. I've already set up so that I can add another train. That's going to come pretty quickly. That is a pitiful amount. Oh boy. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Besides speed modules. Like, hold up, is that it? Well, while recharging. Hey, we're on mining productivity now. Huzzah. I think that's all. I think that's all. Good. Good, good. So that's all I really came up here for. What about at other locations? Don't know. What I do know is that the distance isn't as much of an issue anymore because of our extra speed bonuses. Distance, not much of an issue anymore. Vehicle, I can only add one train. Oh well. Let's add our one train. Whoops. Ta-da! Now, once the other train comes back, I'll be able to do a shift right click and shift left click to assign the thingy, and it can be on its merry way. And now with two trains being operational here, everything should be awesome. I could have up to 3, but that's gonna help pretty drastically with our production on the red circuits in particular, because it's really been the copper that's been the bottleneck on these red circuits. Iron will be the next bottleneck again, but that's going to be easy enough, I think, to continue to scale up as well. And then I will probably still need to add more stuff in here. So we've got 1,000 free Logibots now. Less than 1,500. All right, we're looking good here at this. The thing about this though is that it is also not maxed yet because I have 152, 185 times 2 more modules to add of speed to get the red circuits at the amount that I need them for everything. So yeah, we just need a few more speed modules to exist. Just a few more speed modules at level 3 will need to exist. Speaking of which, let's just go ahead and do that. Add more speed modules to the red circuit build. And, of course, I will need to scale up my rocket fuel at some point. Oh boy, that's another build entirely. Because we're making rocket fuel here. It's not enough for the 50 per second that I need. My rocket fuel build is the initial build that was primarily to have rocket fuel for my trains. And that is the alarm to indicate that we are halfway through the stream and it is time to take a brief break. Just as soon as I get through this and turn this alarm off, we are going to take a very brief break of a few minutes. With that, folks, I shall be back shortly to continue the shenanigans here as we scale up the base to the 50 science per second, as we continue working on scaling up the base to the 50 science per second. Now that we have all of the sciences, I shall be back shortly. And I have returned. Welcome back. The kittens have had food and are now very, very active. And it seems like my mother is taking the day off from work. From sitting at her computer and doing work. Because yesterday, she had her second dose of the vaccine. And therefore is feeling nauseous today and tired. So, yeah, day off because of that. Yes, she has been fully vaccinated at this point. She has she's not at the age requirement for the current phase, but she has a medical condition, several medical conditions that put her at higher risk of complications from the disease going around. You may have heard of it. So she got into this current phase for our area of vaccine distribution relatively early on. Relatively. I think she was in phase 1B, as they're referring to it here in this state, which I think had been changed at some point from what it used to be, because I think that people 16 to 64 with medical conditions weren't in 1B for a little bit. They were in 1C, but I think that got moved to 1B. But there's still like outdated, there's still like some PDF and literature on the official websites that list it as 1C when it's actually 1B. So I don't know what's going on there for Virginia. That seems it got moved up. For me though, I'm not going to be eligible to get a vaccine until the general public gets access in this state, which is not going to be until after my area gets in 1C, and that's been distributed, which that's not going to be until April sometime. So yeah, I'm not going to even be eligible to get the vaccine until probably May at this point. And before I can get the vaccine, I will need to get an updated ID. Ahem. Because my ID's expired by more than a year. And I'll have to set up an appointment to get an ID, a valid ID, valid photo ID, and then I can get the vaccine at that point, or register to get an appointment to get the vaccine. And who knows, maybe I'll get the single dose one by the time it's by the time I'm eligible. We'll find out at some point. Anyway, we're working on getting our modules, speed modules, in the red circuits here, because I need all of the red circuits produced and available. I need all of them, and I'm doing this without the click drag, just because I want to make sure these are all getting 2, because this line in particular, would it even distribution would have added 1 into a lot of them. However, that is gonna have to be that for now. How are the dudes? Wow, they're actually doing pretty good. They are consumed all of my copper. I have consumed all of the copper. Great. I do like what I see, though, with all the red circuits coming into the station. The question with the station is, it would appear as if I can now start fully loading this train, or coming close to it. Yeah. So now the train is going to move a lot more at a time. And hopefully I can keep up with that. I limited it to 10k per load when it can hold 64. K per load. Because I wanted the stuff delivered to places. I wanted stuff to move rather than having to wait frickin' forever for the train to fill up. Anyway, we're gonna head back to the mall for a restock now. And go from there. Boom. How are you doing? 32? That's not a lot of speed modules. I need infinite speed modules. We need more. We need more. MOAR more. Also, we need a couple of these over here. Enjoy. Yes, that now the alert went away. Let's go to the mall for various things. Various glorious things. Pfft. Artillery shell range. Rank 2. How useful. Not. Okay. I think I need even more stuff here. The batteries aren't as important. Let's be honest. The cargo size is important, but you know what? Just, speed. Beautiful, wonderful, glorious speed. Speed is wonderful. I like speed. Speed, glorious speed. How are we looking? We've got an amount of speed modules. We need more. We need just a few more, though. Oh wow, you filled. Shocking. You're not gonna be filled for long, though. Yeah, I need copper. I need all of it. So now, what is the limiting factor over here? Well, it's not the amount of ore that I have. That's for certain. It is the ability to process said ore into plates. That is my limiting factor. I'm going to need to continue to add a bunch of these furnace lines. Which is odd, because I could have sworn I did this math already. Like, how much copper... So, subtract the 1092 copper plates from this. So subtract about 1100 from 1275. You know, a lot. And that's going to leave you with 175. But add in the amount for the red circuits, which is... $845.5. So I need 1,021-ish. Okay, That's a little bit. That's a little bit of copper that I need. And wouldn't you know it, I placed that nowhere near copper. Well, somewhat near copper, but yeah. That would explain a lot about why this is not even really sufficient. Yeah, we need copper. We need a bit. We need a bit of copper. Just a little bit, huh? I have 50% productivity bonus now? Ha! Ha ha ha. So, 544 furnaces. How many do I have here? 132. Plus 144 that are half as effective from half as many speed bonuses. Given like 3 red belts ish. A little bit more then because of the productivity. So you're saying I need to quadruple this. Ideally without blocking mining opportunities. Well, alrighty then. Now I know that I'm going to need just a few more of those. And yeah, definitely more of those. Fill me up. Fill me up, thanks. And that level of throughput is absolutely going to need a lot of trains going back and forth. Full-sized trains. Maybe more than 2. Maybe more than 2. Because the big bulk of this is going to go into the red circuits. Why did I decide to make my red circuits independent and drawing on my existing copper infrastructure rather than doing it local? Oh boy, that was not such a great decision in the grand scheme. Go ahead and mine better. So I have 261 plus 180. We're actually pretty close on the mining. To be honest, we're pretty close already. Couple mining productivities will get me there, I think. There we go. That'll be what I work on now. Slowly and over time. Oh right, this is also going to use a lot of provider chests if I go through with this full-on copy-paste shenaniganry. You know what? Get a radar as part of this, please. Do I want to link up these networks potentially? We'll see. So, 288. And then scaled further. Oh boy. I'm gonna need a few more roboports. Just a few more roboports and substations, aren't I? So this is just a taste of what I work on off-screen in between videos, in between streams, which is really all that we have left here. So let's see, that is 576. That is enough! If I can get it all provided and covered. I'll need to do the same thing with iron, and unfortunately, this area has covered up a couple of iron patches that I would have liked to tap into, but yeah. I guess I'm not tapping into those, am I? Oddly enough, iron is the one thing I don't think I need a ton of, because it's mostly steel, and that's being done local to steel, right? So the iron required, it's still over 500 iron. For what, though? Engine units and science. Okay. So I'm pretty certain that this 564.5 is not being produced out of that. I'm pretty sure this is not making over 500. And that, it looks like I need another train, actually. Up there. Have I gotten more wagons? Yes, I have. So we have a ton of scaling to do on iron. But the iron is not needed for my circuits. The red circuits at... Yes, they are, but steel. And I have the steel. Or iron. Wait. Iron? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm gonna need to work on that next, apparently. Yeah. I'm, apparently going to actually need to work on that next. Whoops. Let's get all of these wonderful buildings placed. As many as I can. Work on the bottom here, too. Place all those nice. I'm out. I'm out. Okay. Let's bring the request back down. For that one, and let's leave the beacon request at 200. That sounds like a pretty decent idea. Where did I park? Down there. Back to the mall. I need things from the mall. And apparently I need iron. Apparently I need to add an iron train. In fact, I could add the iron train now. I'm pretty sure. Let's just go over here. Excuse me. Excuse me? I'm backing up. How? Like, seriously. How is that even possible? Grab the station. I'm gonna need to move over 400 items per second there. So let's move 500 plus items per second here, so, you know, just a few trains are gonna be required. I can only add one at a time, though. Let's keep that in mind. There we go. Fuel, 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 fuel. Enjoy and go. Auto magic. What else is in the car? Oh, those. Oh, hello. I will clean out some of that vehicle inventory and organize. Oh boy, we get to fill the car with stuffs at the mall. Or I can start grabbing those here now. That's a few beacons. Grab a few of the roboports as well. I need some of those. Roboports. There we go. That's a few roboports. And I'm thinking I'm gonna need a lot of Logibots on top of everything else. Okay, we have restocked in several of the things that we need. Not all of them. Note that we still do need... We still need a lot of the stack inserters and chests and all of that good stuff. So let's keep that in mind as we work towards shenaniganry. Oh, they're gonna put it away. Thanks. Let's go this way. Go, my minions. Be free. Place my stuff. Thanks. Oh, they're so fast. Oh, that feels so good. They're so fast. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful how fast they are? They're gonna keep getting even faster. Why, hello there. I want them to be faster than the fastest of bots, even faster than the base level of the high-tech bots from Pyodons. Oh, now that would be a mod to make for Pyodons. That would be something to do. Would be to make the robots available to like the vanilla game. The Pyandon robots available. Now that would be cool. Go, my minions! Place the everything! Oh my goodness. Have they placed the everything? Yes, they have. Everything that I'm currently carrying, that is. Oh boy. Ba-ba-ba-da. Oh yeah, good luck with the, bots. I think you will eventually need more bots. Ooh, more roboports. Yes, I need those, thanks. Let's go right about here, because I think this is right about where we need more roboports. Yes, it is. Go, roboports, go! Be free! Speaking of, house power, we are a 12 gigawatt base now. Oh joy. Oh bless. 322 times 42 divide by 1,000. Divide by 1,000. We can only really sustain 13.5 gigawatts, based on the number of solar panels that we have. So seeing that we're at about 12 is concerning, meaning I need to add a lot more. Ta-da! Go, go, go! Add the stuff! Add the stuff! Get over here and pick up the things. They're not picking up the things. They're cleaning the requested stuff that's in the way. That's always appreciated, but we need them to pick up some things. Aha! Pickup requests have gone out. This will build even faster now because our robots are much faster now. Much, much, much faster now than previously. This shouldn't take particularly long. It will be limited by my ability to actually build the infrastructure, but hey, there we go. We've made it so that the base can continue to expand. Now, how much power is this every time I add 4 of these units? That's 11,000. That's actually only 462 megawatts sustained each time a new set of 4 is added like that. Which, yeah, that gets us to 14 gigawatts of sustained power that would be capable of. Gosh, they are moving very fast, and it is going to be faster to build than previously, but it's still going to be relatively slow because of these massive distances. Oh hey, you need to be fixed there, buddy. I sort of ran into that vehicle. Ahem. It was an accident. Quote unquote. It was an accident. An oxident. Oh, I'm out of speed modules. Who'd have thought I would run out of speed modules? So this should officially be decreasing in amount. Yes, it is. We are chewing through that iron buffer now. But we should also be making a significant amount more of the red circuits, so there's that at least. Ish. More ish. Ah. Copper limited. We have plenty of plastic. Let's be clear. I have enough plastic. The plastic, it's flowing freely. I've got plenty of that. This is done on its scaling, and it is the amount that I need for the base. I will not have to add to this. At least I had better not have to add to this at all. We have a 32 to 32 balancer here that's bringing 20 in and outputting 32. Blue belts. Blue belts. It's great. Anyway, to the mall we shall go. I think also over here, let's do a little refresh. It went from 489 to 459. Which is exactly what I wanted it to do. Go down, down, down. Decrease with increasing mining productivity. Let's get to this mall. Let's be free of our struggles. Bring me things. I need stuff. That's a bit of stuff. Get in the car, get in the car, get in the car. Get in the car, get in the car, get in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car. More. 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 Bring me more. More. Everything. I need the everything. Thanks. Thanks for the everything. Still waiting on those speed modules. Oh boy. I need so very many. By the way, this is exclusively limited by my space science coming in. I should add that other doohickey sooner or later. The other rocket silo. Meow. Meow. Who's here? Who's here? It's a dolly. We got a dolly. How's my baby girl? Meowing at me. How's my baby girl meowing at me? How's my doll? How's my sweetheart? She's such a sweetie. How's my sweetie? How's that baby girl? Yeah, how's my baby? Yeah, she's so pretty. She's so cute. She wants some attention. Oh, my baby. That's my baby. How's the baby? How's my little 1-year-old cat? How's my 1-year-old cat? My kitty. How's the baby? She's so pretty. She's a pretty baby. Yeah, there you go. There you go with that pretty bushy tail. Meow. Yes. Off you go. Yes, you go run. Run and play. Run and play with your brother. What were we doing? Oh, yes. Scaling. Scaling across the universe. So, any ideas what I should do after I finish the scaling across the universe? And getting the 50 per second of sciences? That's 3,000 per minute. That would be 3,000? 3,000 per minute? Huh. Hmm? Red science. Ah. It is not using enough to get the 50 per second. That makes sense. That makes complete sense to me. We are only producing 900 per minute of the space science packs at the moment. We need to over triple that, and the process of tripling that means that I will need to put down the rest of these with all the modules in it. I'll need to get this fully operational, and yeah, I'll need all of my modules going. For the level 1 modules up here, I'll need all the circuits maxed, etc, etc, etc. It's going to be a long and tedious, arduous journey. A very, very long journey. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Yup. So it looks like when we are processing the science, we process the science at 3.3K. That's good to know, because that means that I am in fact processing more than my target goal for production. Ah, that feels good. Yes, yes, yes. Put all of those speed modules in. Place all of those beacons. Not like it does much, but hey, place them anyway. Place all the beacons, place all the chests and glorious things. Place the everything. The everything. Get more going, please. Bring the car around. And in here. Da-ba. Going up. Going down. And going over. And up again. I need more beacon. More bacon! More bacon is required. Let us grab our additional bacon. That's additional bacon. Looks like we have enough robots here for the moment. I will need more bacon. Absolutely required more crispy bacon. Yep, we need loads more crispy bacon. Dudes, you should be absolutely fast enough to keep up with me at this point. Like, seriously. You should 100% be able to keep up with me. I want them to be so fast that they are able to keep up with my car. Which I know is a bit of a tall order, but let's pray that eventually we'll get that many upgrades. Okay, place all those. 20 left? 20 left, and I need even more? What is this shenaniganry? There's still more? Why, yes, there is still more. In fact, there's an entire area that hasn't really even been built yet. Oh boy. Hey, do I have any productivity modules in the vehicle? I don't think I have anything else in the vehicle. So that will be that. I can squeeze through here, right? Yes, that I can. Close that, it doesn't really matter anymore. So how are the dudes doing? It looks like I am processing. I am processing as fast as I can mine. So now I need to mine more and provide more mined stuff onto my network. Beautiful. Glorious. Magnificent stuffs. Do that here and here and, you know, over here is good, over here is good. Just a few things. Let's make sure that I get rid of some extraneous. Get rid of some extraneous boxes. Don't actually have a ton of extraneous boxes. Which is a good thing. Those are all extraneous. Those are extraneous. That one. Okay. I think I have 100. Yes, I have 100 mining drills on me. They'll go away very quickly. As well as all of my power poles. They shall disappear. Good. More mining. More mining, although not really in range of the thingy. Mining is good. Mining is great. I need speed modules. I need a few speed modules. Just a few. Let's restock at the mall. And then, actually no, let's grab what speed modules I can from the bus, which is right here, and other stuff too. Let's grab what we want from here, because this is closer. 111 speed modules. I believe I also needed more productivity as well. I will grab a lot of bacon. Fill that up with bacon. Grab some more roboports. And then I'm going to take a little bit of a hike down to get more medium power poles and to get more of the passive provider chests. Medium power poles should be down here. And then passive provider chests right up here. And then the rest of my inventory can be filled with whatever I want. Mining drills. We need mining drills. That's what I'm missing here. They are right here. $350. Is that how many I'm missing? I'm missing, I am missing less than that. Okay, it's fine. We'll have about as many as we normally carry left over. How many? Okay, I have enough of those. What about that? Wow, that's a lot of passive provider chests. Okay. We'll get a couple more stacks. There we go. Next we need, for the rest of this inventory, gosh, Josh, how much stuff do you really need here? Just a few productivity modules. Let's get a couple more. And then bacon. And vehicle, what are you gonna have in you? The excess productivity modules, those take roboports. Give roboports. Give roboports. Take that. Roboports. All of them. They shall all be mine. And now we'll head off. Back again! Oop. That was close. Although it wasn't very fast. Wait, what? You sat there for a second. Without doing anything. You sat there for a second. Without doing anything. Huh. Weird. Very weird. Interestingly enough, these are not going down to 0 when they have access to absolutely every resource they need for the red circuits. Which I very much love to see. Or they might, I don't know, go down. But wow, they chewed through that so fast. Huh. They chew through that very quick. Buddy, you're coming with me this way. This way, this way, this way. We need more mining. We need more speed modules on mining drills. Please go and do that for me, my robots. place all of those speed modules for me, that would be much appreciated. And then over here, we need these more than beacons. None of this is beaconed, technically. Excellent. More mining. Uh-oh. That's a problem. Alright, now it's going up again. Did I look at it while it was accruing? I think I was looking at it while it was accruing and it was already... Hello? Hello, Ollie. It's a boy! It's a pretty boy. It's a pretty boy. He's squirmy boy. He's always squirmy. He's big. He's big, he's muscular, and he uses his claws. Yes, come on. Come on, you can be on my lap. You can be on my lap, mister. No, he's gonna run off. Bye, Ollie. He's not as sweet as his sister. Not as sweet at all. So I want to get a better idea here of what my current actual power draw is after doing all this, because yeah, this is building pretty quick, actually. It is building fairly quickly. I have to laugh a little bit though about this not getting filled in at all. There's some holes there. There's a few holes there, game. I don't know if you've noticed. There's a few holes there. It might be the fact that we have all 11,000 construction bots active, and this Roboport has how many waiting? 226 robots waiting to charge. Oh my god. What's... Charging. Robots charging. Wow, robots charging is a little bit of an issue. Look at all of them wrapped around the Roboports that are out here. All of these stacks of yellow at all these Roboports. Those are all robots that are charging. And it's not that they can't charge, they are charging. It's just there's so many robots trying to charge. Alright, what I don't like is that we are not fully charged. And it's getting into the late afternoon. We have until, what, 10, 11 p.m. before the solar starts to drop? So, what this is telling me is that we're getting pretty close to the cap. For our sustained power. Okay, we are at 14 and a half, 14 gigs. So, we are at 14, which is the, safe zone. That's the safe zone. For the amount of power that I have for the amount of solar that I have. Huh. I guess I need more solar. I guess I need more. But how do we fix this? Well, we can't. We're just at the whims of the game being able to actually build this. And having my bots be able to charge while they're building this. There's not really much I can do, technically, at this point. Alright, so it starts to go down as early as 6 p.m. Hmm. Now, I do have the steam engines giving me half a gigawatt. 504. Let's keep that in mind. And then the later it gets, the less power we get from the solar panels. And the more we begin to drain. I want to watch this cycle happen until about, it's like 2 a.m. that the solar starts to come back. And we'll see the point at which this begins to recharge rather than drain. This will switch from... Oh, apparently now we're down to 12 gigawatts. But I know we go up to freaking 14 occasionally. And of course, as we place more and more solar panels and more accumulators, we'll be able to actually sustain the 14 safely. Very safely. I like being very safe with this because, yeah. As I add more and more of the everything, there might be issues. Where did I park? Down there. Hey, vehicle, give me these. As I add speed modules, I need more and more power. That's the unfortunate part of speed modules and productivity modules. It just increases the power dramatically. I still need more bacon. Vehicle, I'm gonna need you to give me more bacon. Here, take these roboports and give me multiple bacon. Infinite bacon. Theoretically, I have enough mining now of the copper to maintain the copper that I need. Meaning I really should go to iron to get all of the iron that I need at the rate that I need it. Theoretically. In practice, I don't know. I don't know. I can tap this, and that'll probably give me enough of the iron mines that I need. I could beacon if I have to. The problem is then that beacons sort of also cover ore that could be mined. But so do roboports. Roboports also cover ore that could be mined. I need to get to my car. Vehicle. Take those and those. To the mall we shall go. I was gonna look at this, but I missed it. I got bored. That's charging relatively quickly. I don't think I need more accumulators. Like, I think the ratio is fine. I think we're actually accumulator heavy at this point compared to the amount of solar panels that we need. We just need to keep placing solar panels. Hey, buddy. Now is a really good time to repair. Bring me things! My minions! Huh. I actually had the full 200. Ain't that nice? Plus an extra 32. So bring me that extra 32, that would be great. What next? I have way, way, way more copper than I had previously. So much so that we actually are operating these two trains all together all at once here. And we're actually somewhat getting this fourth one filled at the rate that it needs to be. We might have some minor amount of waiting. Yeah. Just some minor amount of waiting while we wait for the remainder 1,000 units here. Red circuits. Red circuits are fine for the moment. I guess Dolly is in my window here. I think Dolly might be in the window. Hey, where's my Dolly? Yeah, I think she went to my window. Okay. Just need to take a moment and think about everything going on here, cuz the power is a concern. A pretty major concern, but like I'm producing as fast as I can. I think at this point it's just I have to wait for this. Or we could uranium. Or we could uranium. So yeah. Output. I want 5 gigawatts. 5 gigawatts out of these turbines, which is what you get from the nuclear, will require that much steam. Excuse me, but... Interesting, it can't do this in an existing block. So this is going to be from heat exchanger. You need to be linked to the previous thing. Steam heat. What does this mean? Ah, products, steam heat. Hmm? But yeah, go to other block and link block. That's what I want. That's what I want. And then when I click on this, we can see I have never done this before, by the way, in Hellmod. Resource is that neighbor bonus. Wait, why does it let you select 8? Why does it let you select 8? 8 is physically impossible. Eight is physically impossible. Now, diagonals count, I think? Do diagonals count? Do they? Wait, do they? I don't remember. But I do know that 8 is technically impossible, given the size of the nuclear reactor, so why would you have that as an option? Well, you can have it, but it can't be fed by anything besides the player. The player would have to manually feed it if it has 8 around it, so what's the point? Yeah, so that would be a few. So how is it that 515 gigawatts steam heat produces 5? That doesn't seem right to me. That doesn't quite seem right to me. I don't know about you, but I think something's wrong here. So, what is this saying? This is supposed to take in stuff and things. Wait, why does that need... What? What? No, that's not a thing that can be beaconed. Or moduled. At least I don't think that's a thing that can be beaconed. Ah, 42. 42. See, now we're getting somewhere. 5 gigawatts of energy produced. 5 gigawatts steam heat. Yes, that. Now, sense has been made on this day. Sense has been made. That's still a lot of stuff. So we would need 0.3 uranium fuel cells, which would require Yeah, not much. Yeah, not much. Not not much uranium is actually required for that. Huh. Interesting. How how nice. That's uh that's pretty cool. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I can get that down to 1 if I say that 8 affect the thing. I think this is a 2x2 though, so it's a little different on how many beacons I can fit around the thing, but I'm pretty sure I can fit at least 6. So, yeah. 1, 1, 1. Fuel value 8. .3. So, okay. I see. If it was just the single nuclear reactors normally, 0.7 of 8. Yeah, that's 5.6. There's a little loss in the conversion. So that makes sense. So you actually get more final fuel out per unit fuel cell thanks to the neighbor bonus in particular. But does this assume that all 63 have a neighbor bonus of 2, because not all of them will be able to have a neighbor bonus as high as the max. Right? So say I have an arrangement of 42 nuclear reactors. There will be nuclear reactors on each end, on each side. They would be arranged in sets like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. I'll show it. We're here at the mall, right? So I think that I've made nuclear reactors. I have. I need a few more. So with the nuclear reactors, that is how it scales. Right? That is how it scales. Now, what is the neighbor bonus? Is the neighbor bonus 3? Or is it 5? With this arrangement. I have to look it up. Factorio nuclear power neighbor bonus. Every reactor gets plus 100% heating power for every active neighboring reactor. They have to align completely on each side. So reactors will line up in a nice square grid. When they do, the neighbor bonus is activated. You can see the current bonus by hovering over an active reactor. Does not increase fuel consumption, it increases heat produced. I need more things, it's always on, etc, etc, etc. So... this tells me jack all. So this arrangement would be 3. These two, this one, the neighbor bonus would be 1. This one, the neighbor bonus would be 1. This one, the neighbor bonus would be 3. And this one, it would be 3. And then this would be 1. And this would be 1. And scale down the line. So, how does one get a neighbor bonus of 4? Like, huh? Like, okay. So, and how does one get a neighbor bonus of 8? Like, that's impossible. Like, that's literally impossible. From what I'm reading here about this. It has to be aligned completely. So all 3 ports touch each other, lined completely. And the problem, quote unquote, the problem is that we need an input and an output. So one side must always be left free. So yeah, there's that. I find it, I'm just pointing out with Hellmod that it's very weird the way that this neighbor bonus thing is listed, because 4 and 8 are literally impossible for the vanilla nuclear reactors, and the most popular setup is a neighbor bonus of 3. Hello, welcome to the last, like, 8 minutes of this. I'm just looking at the nuclear thing to be like, oh hey, if I want 5 gigawatts, it's barely anything on the uranium, so it's not a thing to even be remotely concerned about, but it's a lot of infrastructure. You know, it's 500 heat exchangers and 860 steam turbines to actually get 5 gigawatts, but, you know. I'm not actually setting this up right now. Like, I'm not... That's not what I'm doing. I'm just looking at it. Yes, for the output of the used fuel cells, it would absolutely require the active... I would absolutely have the active providers. That is true. The active providers are better to make sure that they're always sent off and reprocessed. That's just looking at the designs, because I was pointing out that in Hellmod, you're able to break all this down and do this select energy thing. Say like, hey, I want 5 gigawatts made of power out of steam turbines, which comes from heat exchangers, which comes from heat-piped steam heat from nuclear reactors. And it has this feature where you can say what the neighbor bonus is on the nuclear reactors, but this list is odd because it's not possible to get an 8 neighbor bonus. the most you can get is 4, and that requires manually feeding your reactors to get to 4. You're really going to have 3 for an automated setup, and there's no option here for 3. That's the weirdness here. Is that it's 3 though. But it's 3 though. Anyway, that was that discussion, and the reason why I was having that discussion is because I was waiting for this to finish. So that I could add even more. 4 more segments to maintain another 400 some odd megawatts in this system. I happen to need a bit more power. Yeah, diagonals don't count. It has to be the full 3 heat pipe connection for whatever reason. From what I can see online, it has to be the full heat pipe connection arrangement. So, yeah, it's just a little bit awkward, to say the least. But, yeah, we've done a lot today. I have space science now. Technically. What is that? Rocket fuel. Oh, hey. I am limited by my rocket fuel. I had a feeling that would happen. At some point. Yeah. Rocket fuel. I need to scale that for sure. Because that's now that limiting factor towards getting more science. We've gotten several speed upgrades and cargo upgrades and productivity upgrades and stack inserter upgrades from our science. It's been very, very nice to have all of this going. It's just that as I'm scaling up now, the amount of copper that I'm producing for my red circuits, I'm realizing that, oh hey, my base is sort of using 12 to 14 gigawatts consistently. The highest I can get out of my current field of solar panels is about 14 gigawatts consistently without running into issues. Well, without running into particularly many issues. So we'll see once it gets to 5 o'clock, this power starts to go down. The accumulators fully recharge at, like, 2 o'clock. Okay? So it's cutting it real close to the amount of sustained energy I can have, which is why I'm continuing to expand this, but is also why I am looking into nuclear power now. Because, while yeah, it's a bit of infrastructure on the nuclear reactors and such, and heat pipes and heat exchangers and steam turbines. How many is that? 480? Ha ha ha. 480, huh? Yeah, a few more than that, please. Well, it's a bit much on the infrastructure. Also, yeah, we need a lot of those, a lot of those, a lot of those, a few of those. That's actually quite simple to set up in the grand scheme. Well, yeah, nuclear uses UPS a bit more than the solar panels do. I just need power at this point. If I want to continue to scale, I need power, and if I can set that up more quickly than I can set up the sufficient amount of solar power, then I will set it up until I have a sufficient amount of solar panel power, right? I need to use it as a means of being able to continue to expand the base until I can do it all off of solar. Like, grand scheme, this base is likely going to be using closer to 20 plus gigawatts, which that means I need about, oh, yay, more solar panels. I need to physically make and place about that many more solar panels in grand total. Yeah, the game only considers it a couple of entities, but from the electricity perspective, but you still need to make that many, and the bots still need to place them, and that takes a lot of time. It doesn't take quite as long to make as many entities for the nuclear power. So yes, in the interim, I think it'll be okay. Besides, I'm literally at the megabase scale right now, and like not barely even going beyond going under 60 frames. Performance isn't actually an issue right now. Not in the slightest is performance a major problem right now, and yeah, that's gonna have to be that for the stream for the day, as I am now in the process of simply scaling up the base. Now, what will I do off screen? I don't know if I'll do much of anything, because at this point, that's the only thing left, is that same work that I would otherwise do off screen to continue the scaling of the base. At the very least, I'm going to let this accrue more solar panels. And probably work on this iron and copper situation. We're going to set up the nuclear together the next time we meet. Like, that should be pretty clear and obvious that will be what we do together next time. I just need to figure out what I'll do in the interim, if anything. What did we get done over the course of the day? We got our space science and we got our science processing going, and we have begun to drastically scale up the copper processing, because we sort of need to have over 1,000 per second of this. Yes, Factorio streams. Any plans for when the space is done? It's done when it's done. It's done when these... It's done when all 7 of these sciences say 3,000 per minute. That is when we are done. Is when all of these sciences say 3,000 per minute. It could be as early as next week, or it could take another month. I don't know. We are done when the sciences say 3,000 per minute. We have 1 out of 7. 1 out of 7 is at that rate. Ish, right now. We have a ways to go, yet. And we have a lot of stuff that needs to be made. We have a lot of modules that need to get created for this and placed, and power that needs to get placed, and beacons that need to get placed, and just furnaces and mining that needs to happen. It all is progressing relatively smoothly, and I have to scale up my rocket fuel as well. In fact, I'll probably have a completely separate base for the rocket fuel at this point. We are at the final phases, but this will be the, of course, longest phase of the game as I get to the scale that I want and have planned at getting to. With that, folks, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Shebut. If you've enjoyed today's stream, please be sure to do all the social and engagement stuff below the video. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you have not yet subscribed, and hit the notification bell. And consider becoming a Erudite Otaku member of the channel by hitting the great big blue join button and supporting on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushebut if you're so inclined and able. I will be back at the turn of this next hour for our Stardew Valley series. I hope to see you all when we next meet on Thursday. See you all then. On Sunday, excuse me, on Sunday when we next meet. Today is Thursday. Jeez, dates. Dates are just gone these days. Anyway, yeah, I'll return with more of this on Sunday, and I'll be back later, less than an hour,